Austin Betha and I today toast ourselves. If I toast you, you toast me. Because I wait to big say more they do this now. Say more they toast ourselves.
Ryan Little.
Hey Bethans, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm so glad to have you guys here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button before you leave. Also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay guys, let me tell you, at this point I don't know which one to choose, whether my Aquafina task or this close-up task, because for me any task that has to do with, you know, expressing how I feel and all of that stuff, just really saying nice things to people, I love it. And you guys know how I felt about the Aquafina task. Now close-up has come to just close my heart up because I don't really know what they call it do this evening, you know. Anyways guys, the housemates got a brief from Biggie, and you know, of course it was the close-up task, and the first part of the task had the ladies toasting the guys, you know, more like coming up with pickup lines. You are the sugar in my tea, you are the this one in my this, you take the breath out of my estrogen. I bet you not call that thing estrogen. You take everything come up from my life, you they add, you know, you just say different things to make your partner look good. Now how did they pick? See, if to say I know what the task for myself, I go say you get one juju where Big they do this thing, because how did this happen? So apparently the female housemates were supposed to do like a balloting. You know, you dip your hand into the box and pick a number. When you pick the number, you now go to the card of, you know, descriptions. There were different cards there, so you just pick one, and you know, whatever your card says, you know, you now go and write like a pickup line for the person and all of that. Now the idea was that the ladies would just pick out one of the cards. Now the cards had, you know, he's very smart, he's very intuitive, he's this, like it describes a particular guy in the house. So you now as the guy will pick that particular card, you'll come write your toasting lines, your pickup lines for the boy, so that you go serenade the boy for arena. And the guys had no idea who had picked them because their pictures were inside the card, but Biggie instructed the ladies to make sure that the guys don't see it until they get into the arena. So for example, Diana picked Hermes, and you know, she had to write her toasting lines and everything, and then come up with a couple's name for the both of them. So the whole idea of the task was to make them bond, close up. Do you get the idea now? Okay, so after they had all picked up and everything, they moved into the arena, and it was time for them to now start presenting. So in the order in which they picked numbers, they were doing their presentations. Now the first person to pick was actually Diana, and of course she said her very nice words to Hermes, and then she said that their couple's name would be Diames.
I love everything about you. As I said, your look, your swag, the person for me, and to top up your teeth.
It doesn't necessarily have to be with your names or initials or anything like that. Just come up with a couple name that you like. Do you understand? So after Diana was done, the next person was Rachel, and her partner was Adekule. Adekule, when they don't, they ask them, say, sis, you sure say you don't like this boy? You sure say you don't like this boy? And even her poem, she was like, could this be a mere coincidence, or could this be? I say, hey, you know, they used to start the toast Adekule. Oh, it can't say their name will be Adele. I say, love is sweet. Now big brother say, oh my, such a beautiful name, Adele. I say, voila, voila. Now the third person was Bella, and let me tell you guys, Bella's partner was Cheesy, and she said their team will be called Cheese Square. She just came and said, Odogu. Immediately she said it, I'm like, this is cheesy. This is cheesy. Chomsy was the fourth person, and her partner was Brian, and she said their couple's name will be Brandy. Okay, now for Fina, guys, Fina picked Sheggz. Sheggz, where she and just fight in the afternoon. Now she come pick. So as the girl just started, she said their couple's name will be Shena. Now people are gonna say, from foes to couples, what are the odds? I say, not be small, what are the odds? Like, these people legit fought this afternoon, and even when Sheggz went to the diary room, he was still calling her arrogant. So there was a lot of tension between them. Even when they were sitting down, they just gave themselves space. At some point here, the throw pillow was actually in the middle. I said, which kind of demarcation be this one? Wait till they happen. Now the sixth person was actually Amaka, and her partner was Dotun. And when she was describing Dotun, she said, you are a capable handler. I said, capable handler. Now she said their name would actually be My D. So we don't know. Now so the thing is sweet Dotun. So Dotun go carry and say, You call me capable handler. We handle you. I said, more than leave me. Then number 7 was actually Doing, and she picked Elo Swag, and she said their name would be Doing Swag. And I loved her presentation. It was really sweet. Like, I really enjoyed it. Okay. Now the number 8 person was Daniela, and she chose Giddy Fire. And she was like, you make me something giddy, and to fear if I ever let you go. I said, hey, Mado. Now before they even started, she was like, this person is not worth it. This thing I want to say to this person is not worth it. And he was actually in the room, they were all laughing, like it was so funny. But I mean, she did well. Obviously she's a poet, so I wasn't even expecting anything less. And she said their name will be Danny Fire. Okay, now for Chichi, Chichi picked Deji. Chichi picked Deji. That's what she said, you are my magical antidote. I said, ha! Deji, magical antidote. So their name now actually my magical antidote. And when she went back to her seat, she quickly thief kiss, just quickly kissed the boy. I say, wow. Then the last group was actually Allison and Modella, and both of them were paired up to pick a card, because I mean the guys obviously did not go around, so Allison and Modella had to pick a card, and theirs was Groovy, and so their team name is Mali Groove, like Modella, Allison, and Groovy, so it's Mali Groove. Okay, and part of their lines was, just like your height, my love for you is heightened. I said, hey, he choke. Immediately they finish, and they say, hey, Groovy, you again, polygamy, they your blood. Now so Big Brother say, and once again, Groovy is in the middle of 2 women. Biggie, kill me. Kiri, because you didn't observe things, you're just cold, you just lock up like say you didn't see anything. Anyways guys, once they were done with that part, they had to move on to the second task, and this one was more like them bonding with each other, and the couples were supposed to compete against one another. Biggie asked them to pick cards. Okay, so for example, there was Team Protect. So if me and my partner pick Team Protect, and there's another couple that picks Team Protect, that means both couples will now form a team. Okay, so they were supposed to have 4 teams in total. So let me just read out the names of the teams. Okay, so we had Team Complete Fresh, and that's Giddy Fire and Daniela, Groovy, then Modella and Allison, and of course Deji and Chichi. While for Team Protect, we had Elo Swag and Doing, and then of course we had Sheggz and Fina. Then for the Team Fresh Breath, we had Hermes and Diana, Adekunle and Rachel, then Amaka and Dotun. And the 4th team was Team Strong Teeth, and we had Cheesy and Bella, Brian and Chomzy. Okay, so that's how they paired themselves. So basically what they were supposed to do was very similar to the charade games, but this time around you pick a card, a close-up card. It says something, so it will say something like, when you wake up in the morning, make sure to brush your dash. So now you that is reading it, you must not say that dash, so you try and draw it. So you probably draw the teeth, and then the rest of your teammates will guess what you're drawing. Let me give you guys another example. So when they say without close-up, you cannot have a very bright dash. Now the dash is there, like whatever it is on the card, but whoever is reading must not say it out. All you need to do is to try to describe it by drawing, basically. So you try to draw somebody that is smiling so that your teammates can guess that, and at every point in time, your points keeps accumulating. Okay, now once they were done with that particular one, they then moved on to the next phase of the task, and this time around they were supposed to actually dress up really nicely, and Biggie instructed them to compose a song as well as make an album cover. Okay, so now when they got back into the arena, Biggie gave them some time to dress up and all of that. As soon as they got back into the arena, Biggie first of all tackled Bella and Sheggz, because let me tell you, when they went back into the house, they were not even close to their partners. I told you guys that there was tension between Sheggz and Fina, so both of them did not even practice together. Apparently Biggie saw what was happening, and I'm sure he saw when Fina tried to go and call Sheggz, but then he was with Bella, and then the second time he was eating, so that thing kind of got Biggie upset. So he was like, Bella and Sheggz, the rate at which you guys sabotage your partners when you are not paired together is actually becoming too much, because why would they pair you with somebody else, and because that person is not Bella or that person is not Sheggz, then you feel the need not to take it seriously. I mean, even Bella even tried more, because I saw when she was trying to practice the song with Cheesy, even though the song was sounding very erotic and she was laughing, but she was there. But for Sheggz, he did not even practice with Fina at all. It was like, I told her that she should take one verse and I'll take one verse, and my verse is ready, her verse is ready. Like, how do you expect that the song will come out nice if you don't practice together? Sometimes you need to just let your personal beef aside and tackle the job. And Fina tried to go and reach out to this guy and said, no, do your verse, I'll do my verse. Like, I don't understand who sings like that. Even artists when don't blow said that they sing together, talk less of 12 now, when not they even sing before. Like, it was just really annoying, and I'm glad Big Brother tackled it. Anyways, guys, it was now time for them to take the pictures for their album covers, and there was a photo booth there. So, you know, each couple would just go take their pictures and, you know, create a gif, and then they'll come back. And then afterwards, Biggie told them to move back into the house and, you know, dress up in a close-up outfit. They did that. He gave them 5 minutes, you know, to sit down according to their couple names and everything. And guys, when they got back in here, Fina was just really upset. Like,
I hate it in my life. It's better I feel. I know I feel than somebody human being will just take me over. Just how can I be? Everybody is having fun. I'm just off.
This is something she would have enjoyed genuinely. You know, you guys already know that Fina has a lot of energy, but the whole, I don't know, it was just really somehow with their group. You know, Sheggz was there also saying, I've apologized, I've done this, I've done that. But I was just like, it's already late now. The milk has already spilled. So what's all the you have apologized? But anyways, they just sat down. You know, Fina really cried, and you know, Xoxo was actually there for her. He just kept on cheering her on. Obviously, Groovy was there as well, trying to make her feel better. And you know, when they finally got back into the arena, I was surprised because they did not particularly practice, but they found a way around it thanks to Xoxo, who kind of gave, you know, Fina a bit of ginger, told her what to do and just how to do it. And if you had not been following the show from the beginning, you probably wouldn't even notice the whole, you know, tension between these two people. So I feel like they did a good job. In fact, I enjoyed all the presentations. I laughed so hard. I mean, when it got to Cheesy and Bella's turn, Bella was just dancing because she knew that she did not understand the song and she just did not even want to try. So she was just dancing and vibing while Cheesy was giving us praise and worship type of song. I was literally clapping, but it was funny. I had so much fun watching all of them, and I know that they all had fun, you know, doing this task outside of Sheggz and Fina. So yeah, Biggie had to announce the winners. And for the first part of the game, which was actually the pickup line, you know, the team Adele won. That's Adekunle and Rachel. Now for the second part, which was the Pictionary knockout game, the one I said you have to draw something and, you know, your group will try to figure out what it is. You know, that one team Protect won, and that included Doyi and Xoxo, and of course Fina and Sheggz, because, you know, at this point they were still a team. So Team Protect actually won that round. Now for the third round, which was actually the album cover, you know, Team Doyi Swag won that one, and they won it fair and square because they were giving us the whole, you know, all of those stuff. It was really nice to see. And you know, last but not least, the song presentation, and Big Brother announced that Brian and Chums's team won that, you know, because Brian sang so beautifully. Now that's not to say the rest of the teams did not do well. Like, they absolutely did well, and I just love the fact that they were able to bond, you know, create new connections and all of that. Like I said, I love tasks like this because it's just a way to bond, to be honest. I'm just really hoping that Fina gets over it because she's just been really moody and all of that. It don't pass, we say it don't pass. It a pain, but it don't pass. So she should let it go. Even Groovy is telling her, you need to find a way to walk past this. Maybe you guys will go and talk and settle things or whatever, but just find a way around it. Just let go of, you know, how you are feeling and all of that. But it's all well and good, guys. Like, they had fun, I had fun, I had a great laugh. They literally finished this game 5 minutes to 12, like 12 midnight. Okay, so if you're watching this video at any time, don't say, oh, better this video is late. They finished the game around to 12, okay, and I dare awake the film. So say thank you. Tell me thank you in the comments, okay? Anyways, guys, that's all the gist I have for you in this particular video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.